Ah, so annoying. I'm ball fetching. So, we're out today in the woods because it's really hot. So it's a little bit of a walk, not a big walk. We did a little walk in a video the other day and people seem to like it. So we thought we'd do another one this week, but just a short one. This is where we go when it's hot. This is Cranham Woods, so not far from home. We walked around here yesterday. It's real nice seeing all the little butterflies and stuff and nature going on. Someone's trying to find her ball. No, she's got it. Yeah, so come with us. Yeah, temperature this week's supposed to hit about 28, 30. So decided to come out. We always go into the woods. It's lovely and cool in here.
For the doggy.
Yeah, it's nice because BB hates the heat. So
Waffle?
what is it now? What's the time now? Oh,
Just gone 10, I think.
just gone 10, 5 past 10. It's already 20 odd degrees. So. Our son watches this, don't you, Steph? In Australia, and well, they all do. Our family in Australia, and they'll laugh at that. Yeah, it's boiling. 20 degrees already, Steph. It hits 20 degrees in Australia. They all put their coats and puffer jackets on. So yeah, I thought we'd come for a little walk, or take you with us for a little walk again. Come somewhere a bit different, walking wise. We normally go up on Painswick Beacon, but yeah. And then this morning I was looking, been following a few things, as you do. I like to follow the Tour Divide. Tour Divide is a race, bikepacking event that goes across from Banff in Canada down to the Mexican border. And I forget the exact distance, but I think the record's 14 or 15, oh no, probably less than that now. I think it might even be 12 days, but 14 days rings a bell. But, oh, some riders come in. Oh, it's Tim. Bigfoot lot. What are they doing out in the middle of the week? Why aren't you at work?
Fancy you lurking in the woods. Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing? All right?
Yeah.
What a day to be out.
You all right?
You okay?
Yeah.
What a day to be out. This is amazing, isn't it?
Come out early, try and escape the heat.
Trying to, yeah, but it's actually not so bad in the shade. I'm on the work, yeah. It's not so bad in the shade.
Yeah, we always come up here with her in the shade.
Yeah. The man, the myth, the legend.
That's it, bearing your name.
Tops. Come out dressed as...
Right, we'll end it there.
Even though we are in shade visibly, we are being bathed in infrared. And that infrared is what makes you feel better because it's part of your healing, it's part of your circadian system needs a lot of infrared day to day. And people who stay indoors all day feel horrible when they're
Yeah.
So you need to be outside as much as possible.
Yeah.
And that's why it's nicer being in the forest when it's sunny.
Yeah.
Because you're getting the benefits without the direct light
Well.
and heat.
Didn't know that.
There you go.
Learned something new.
That's it for this week's episode. Circadian Science with wholetailerdesign.limited.co. We're available.
Brilliant.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What's your plan today?
I've got to work on a bike when I get back.
Oh, nice.
Got to strip a
nice.
bike down. So, yeah.
Yeah, you've been heading out and getting out on this?
I went out Friday, was it?
Yeah.
Went off to the Malverns.
Good bike packing, I'd imagine, at the moment.
Yeah. I've got it. We've got to get it. I've got the event coming up soon, so
Yes.
Very trusty.
I might have to repeat that. Apparently, because I cut, as always, I cut the camera off. I don't like pointing cameras at people, but I should have left it running. The guy in the blue top was saying that the sun, it's our natural environment is in the woods. We sort of grew up like that and evolved. Because when the sun hits the leaves of the trees, the sun absorbs, was it ultraviolet?
Yeah.
But doesn't absorb infrared. So infrared goes through the leaves and we need infrared, makes us feel good. So I didn't know that. And he's He's a man who knows. Well, you learn something every day, don't you?
You just dropped it somewhere, have you?
See ya.
Yeah, this is just.
Got to get the ball.
You just dropped.
It's a little special little ball. Look at the state of it. I think this is the best. This part of Cranham is more walkers than riders. This used to be the old trail we used to ride a lot, but people tend to ride across the top now more. So this is a bit more wild and quiet. Lovely. Part of the thing I was going to mention this morning was, I just touched on, I was watching the news on the Tour Divide. It started at the weekend. I think it's about 4 or 5 days in now, and there's quite a few well-known people doing it. Leo Wilcox, who rode around the world recently, set a new record. She's entered it again. She does it so I think she does it every year. I think she's running second in the ladies. But the person it's a pair actually. The pair that you really want to look at are John and Myra. And Myra is a collie dog, and John carries her, I think she's about 25 kilos or maybe more, in the back of a cargo bike similar to the one that I use for BB, and they're racing the Tour Divide. I looked this morning, they've done nearly 600 miles already, and they're in the mid-pack. They're mid-pack, so there's like quite a few quite quick people behind them. So he's pedalling a long bike with a dog and all of the supplies. Carries her food. Obviously the dog's not in there all the time. Myra does get out, but it's quite something to see. I'll put a link and you can have a look at their progress. He's also got a YouTube channel which is quite good. He talks about the bike, and he's just had a new bike built. It's pinion drive. It's fat bike width, but he runs 29er wheels in it. But then if he wants to go somewhere where he needs snow or anything, he can put fat bike wheels in. It's got a pinion gearbox as well, smart shift. Lovely bit of kit, titanium. Sometimes it's nice just to listen. Look at that, lovely. See if it can pick up the internet. That's a coal tit, that noise. Do you wonder what a coal tit looks like? This website's brilliant. There it is. That's what's making the noise. BirdNet is the app. It's really good. I use it all the time. And whenever you do search and you find something, it will record it, so you can look back when you get home and see what you've heard and seen. You got the ball?
Yeah.
It's just waiting for me. The other person I was going to mention, who I spotted, was, or I've known about for a few days, is Molly Weaver. If you Molly Weaver is cycling, circumnavigating the UK. It's a set record. She's going for the world record. It was set by Nick Sanders in 1984, I think it was. Obviously the route isn't exactly the same because roads have changed, but it's as true to the original route as it can be. They both had support. She's got support, and she's aiming to do some crazy distance every day. I think she's doing like 300k a day or something. I saw a clip of her this morning on Instagram, and I forget what the record is, but it's a long way, 7,000 kilometres, something like that. And she's going to do it in one, going for the record. I'll put a link to that as well. That's really worth. There's trackers for both, trackers for John and Moira and Molly Weaver. I'll put them on in the description. But it's really quite inspiring to see what people are doing. And there's a site called Dot Watcher, and it lists all of the events around the world all the time. And there's things going on all the time. People doing different things. And this is all cycling I'm talking about. Obviously, there's other things as well, but. Yeah, some great challenges out there for people that are up for it. So we're on the butterfly hunt today. Usually get quite a few up this way. And the flowers are out and the sun's out. I won't tell you where we are, but this is where I camp. Up in Cranham, which is the spot I tend to go. A little track going in there. Cranham's a great place to come and just ride around. There's trails all over the place and it's quite compact. It's not flat though, as anyone who's come with me will know, or anyone who rides around. Oh, what was that? Someone just ran across.
Stoat, I think.
Was it a stoat?
Yeah, it was.
Ran across the trail.
It was too thin for him.
A weasel or a stoat? Yeah, it must have been a stoat. I remember we used to, Mum used to come here first of all when I started mountain biking. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but this climb here, it's only short and sharp, but my goodness me, it's steep, and it's obviously when it's not, when it's wet, it's lethal because it's these shiny Cotswold stone, a little slippy. But we all used to come along here and try and get up there without stopping. It's funny because now it seems easy, but when you're starting out. Mountain biking was new. We were all doing it for the first time. So much wildlife down here. And there's a scout campsite here. Cronham Scouts. That's Cronham's campsite. Look at that. I always love this part of the woods. It's like an amphitheatre. Lovely, isn't it? Great place to camp out, I suppose. And there's a thought. You get away with it because there's a campsite just here, and the scouts and the cubs do come in here and set up stuff, but I don't know whether you'd be allowed to stay overnight. But come on. Come on then. You're not going to jump it today. Going to jump? No? Okay, we're going to get a lift. Come on then. There you go. Come on. We're just walking up away from Cranham Village now. Cranham Village is sort of down in the bottom. The roads, there's a road just running down there. And there's another road at the top here which goes up to Birdlet. This wood's in the middle. I'm just waiting to bump into Tim again because he's out in these woods riding. I've also noticed some rather extreme parking these days. This has been here for quite a while now. It's just come off the road and hit a tree. Hopefully they were all right. Airbags went off, so I think they'd be all right. But yeah, still here. Bits keep missing, going missing off it. Number plates are gone now. There were some shoes and stuff in the back. That's all gone. Windows have been smashed for some reason. I don't know why. Someone decided to smash the windows. So many birds. Unfortunately it's spoilt by the road now. Not quite the same as down the bottom. Oh, this is the top. This is the top of Teachers. This trail's called Teachers. It starts right there. There used to be a mark on the tree. I don't know where it's gone, unless it's over here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we came to an agreement that it would be a legal route with English Nature, and then this one apparently is not. But yeah, Teachers, put in by Rob Loxley, and I helped him at the end. Rob was a teacher. I mentioned this before, I'm bound to have. So, there you go.
Return.
I knew we'd see him somewhere. See you later. It's no good, I've got to get out on my bike now. I have to go out tonight. So we saw them at the start of the walk and we're just about to get back to the car and they popped round the corner. Yep, I'm going to get my bike. Ooh, I'm on the bike. I'm just making my way up Portway and it's been resurfaced. Look at that. It's now 1 in 4 tarmac. I don't know how they stopped it slipping when they were laying it, but can't see any movement. Bloody steep though. I haven't made it any less steep. See at the top. Oh, nearly there. Not going to film an awful lot tonight. You've seen it a million times. I don't want to just keep doing the same old all the time. If I see anything interesting, I'll film it, or I see anybody. Apart from that, I'm going to enjoy about an hour's worth of riding. It is seriously hot. It's 6:30. Actually, it's 20 to 7 and it's absolutely boiling. Thank goodness I'm in the woods. It's a good 10 degrees lower in the woods, so I'm going to try and stick in as much woods as I can. But I will have to make the pilgrimage to the top, which means getting out in the sun. But whether I do that at the end, probably will be. So I'm probably going to head up into Cranham Woods and just try and avoid sunlight. As mad as that might sound. In case you're wondering, this is where we were walking earlier this morning in this video. Same trail. I just had to come up on the bike this evening and get some, turn the pedals, come and enjoy it. Be interesting to see it. There are bound to be other people out tonight. It's Wednesday night, so we'll see who we see. Just take it in. I could be sat at home now watching telly or YouTube. Instead, I'm in the real world. Lapping it up. Lovely. God, I keep saying lovely, don't I? It is lovely. And here we are. What a night. Look at that. Now, can you see the hills in the distance? Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. That's the Malverns where I was the other day. The humps and bumps I was talking about. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, that's where I was. Lovely, gorgeous night. It's so quiet, I haven't seen a soul. I'm heading over back towards the beacon now, so I imagine there'll be a few people around over that way. But it is only, well, it's 7:30, so I'm sort of heading back home now. I'll nip over the beacon and then back down. Yeah, cracking night. Right, let's get on with it. Right, Friday today, so I'm off down to the forest for a bit of a spin. I'm going to take Herbie today. I'm going for a cruise. Going to do some gravel cruising. I just thought I'd go on a nice gentle ride. Don't need to take too much kit. I've got a bit of flapjack in my pocket and some water. And that's it. And we're going to go and head off down to the forest and meet Sheila. She's already on her way down there, so I'll probably come back in the car, but she'll be probably rather hot. Cooler on a bike, but there you go. So we'll get going. I'll see you in a bit. No. Ow. Where's it gone? Can I just say, if you ever buy the mini mic, don't ever wear them if you're riding a bike because they fall off. Oh, God, 2 I've lost now. Just riding here. Nothing rough. Just literally riding along. I just don't grip. I'm going to have to contact DJI and just say they just fall off. Ah, so annoying. Oh, anyway, never mind. Anyway, I was just going to put my camera on because I love the. I always like to ride on the path, but occasionally it's not always as nice as it could be. Could be a little overgrown. And you haven't got a clue what's in here. Stingers, brambles. Especially when you've got your sandals on. Oh, that was a thistle. I felt that. Apart from the odd thistle, it's quite pleasant. Oh, look at it. There's a track here somewhere. Oh my word. Oh, that's it, we're near the end. This morning I was, hopefully you can hear me without the mic, but anyway, we'll try. This morning I was contemplating, because of the heat, riding without a helmet on. Now I always wear a helmet, and I've always told people to wear a helmet, but on the odd occasion you think, my God, it's hot, it'd be so much better without it. Anyway, I was thinking about it this morning. Anyway, I've just come along the path, as I showed you, and not long after I turned the camera off, there's a branch, there's quite a lot of branches hanging over, and there was one I didn't see, and my God, did I hit my head. On the top of my head. It's like somebody hit me with a hammer. And I just thought, God, if I'd have gone the way of leaving my helmet at home, I'd have probably cut my head open this morning. So it just goes to show. Well, you ain't never going to believe this. What did I just say about my mic? Crap. Falls off really, really easy. Look. It fell off. The magnet's so strong, it stuck to my bell. I didn't even see it. Oh yeah? So that's fallen off my chest, and how incredible is that? I could actually... That's so strong, I could probably leave it there. Hang on. See if it works. We're working. I got a mic on my bell. Well, I'm not going to take a chance. I'm probably going to put it in my pocket, get it out when I need it, I think. I can't believe it. I was going to send the DJI a stinking message saying these things don't stay on, but that's incredible. I just looked down as I was going around the corner and I thought, what's that? It was hanging like this, right on the edge like that, and I couldn't believe it. It really does. The magnet is seriously strong, so I may just leave it like that. Right, okay. Well, that's there you go. That was worth watching the video for, wasn't it? Oh, it's warm. It's the time now. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9:15. So I'm keeping going. I'm going down to the forest. I'm going to call in at the cycle centre, see if anyone's around. Anyone's stupid enough to go out. Although it is cloudy, so it's not direct sun so far this morning. It's just humid, but still pretty warm. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. See you in a bit. Deer barking to each other. I remember hearing that for the first time when I was in a tent, and I was thinking it was a fox. No, it's a deer. that was fun. Love it. So it's today is Saturday, I believe. Yes, Saturday. So it's really, really warm, and I had filmed. Well, I hadn't actually. I did some work on a bike this week, and I hadn't really planned to film it. And then I started filming bits of it, and it just turned out to be a complete bit of a waste of time. So I've deleted it. So yeah, I'm sorry you're not going to get to see that. I serviced a Cannondale scalpel. What it was. So it turns out all the bearings are gone. These top two don't look too bad, but they are as rough as rough. There's no grease left inside them, and these are rusty. What it was, I bumped into a friend of mine, and he mentioned, his bike, and he had a bit of play in it. So I said, well, I'll have a look, and it turned into more than just one little thing. So anyway, I ended up changing all the pivot bearings and giving it a check. And and I sort of filmed bits of it, but I didn't, because I hadn't planned to film the whole thing. It was just a bit of a mismatch. So I've decided not to bother to put it in the video. It wouldn't have made a lot of sense. And if you're going to do something, do it properly, I say. And then I've also got to build a back wheel for my new bike that's slowly arriving. It's going to be a couple of weeks before the gearbox turns up. There's been a bit of a delay on the cranks. I'm having, like everything, when you have the opportunity to do something, it's best to do it the best you can afford. So I had the opportunity. When I went to see Carbon Wasp, if you remember a few episodes back, or quite a few back now, I went to do a factory tour of Carbon Wasp and see what was going on with Adrian. And he introduced me to his 3D printed titanium cranks, and also the fact that he builds lots and lots of pinion bikes, and got me thinking. And then since then I've decided to do a pinion frame of my own, and so I've ordered some of his cranks. So that's been a bit of a delay because I've ordered the gearbox through him as well. So it's all coming together. The gearbox and everything is could be here this week, but I've asked him to delay it until the cranks come. So we'll do the whole thing all in one go. And I'm going to do a special on how to fit a pinion gearbox, everything that's involved, the smart shift, and then also building the whole bike. So that'll be a project coming up soon, probably in about 2 weeks. So I'm going to build the whole bike from scratch, and yeah, I'm going to build the wheel today, but yeah, it'll be a complete wheel put into that wheel. Anyway, so that's going to be part of this video, building the back wheel, and see what else we get to chat about. Right, back to you in a minute. Now, as I mentioned, I've just been out on the bike, so I'm just going to put this back together, but I've also got something else that I'm going to try. I bought some forks. I'll just show you, actually. I've been looking around for 29er carbon forks to go on gravel bikes, or Mr. Harry that I sell is a 29er with rigid forks, drop bars. And the forks I used to get were salsa forks, and I can't get them anymore. But I've since discovered Brother Cycles, and they've kindly sent me, or I've purchased a couple of pairs of their forks. Because somebody actually asked me whether I could supply forks for his Mr. Harry, and there you go. I approached Brother Cycles, and they've come up with the goods. I can't do tons of them, but at least it means I've got a supplier for forks. Right, let's have a look at these forks. Yeah, Brother Cycles, worth a look. I'll put a link to their website. They do some nice bikes. As always, every time I look at someone's bikes, I think, oh, wouldn't I like one of them? Even though I've got my own. You can never get enough bikes, as everyone will tell you who's into bikes. You can never have enough. Right, should we have a look? You want to have a look? So we've got carbon MTB4 V2, specifications and notes. So, axle. Now this axle, you can change the trail of the fork, so you can switch it around from an offset of 51 to 44, I believe, which is really, really handy because so many, 52 or 47. So you can change it exactly the way you want it. Axle, I'm not going to get that out. So we'll just have a look and see what we've got. So if you order a Mr. Harry or possibly Herbie, because I'm quite keen to try a set of these on Herbie, because Herbie to me, I know I've designed it as a cross-country bike, but it's also makes a great gravel bike. There you go, nice set of Brother forks. I like these, very nice. Come with routing for internal cable. Lots of mounts. Not sure what that's for, I'll find out in a minute, but it's got cage mounts, mudguard mounts. Well thought out. Very well thought out. I like it a lot. So yeah, you can switch this around. Take this little insert out and switch it around. So you switch that plug the opposite way around and it adjusts the trail. Same on this side. Yeah, so I'll be speccing these with the bikes, with the frame. Should you want a rigid, that'll be perfect. So now I just need to get these back together. I think I was toying with hanging it back up, not using it for a bit, but I've got so many bikes out again. If you remember earlier on in the year, I hung all the bikes up so I had space, because it's getting more and more cluttered again. And the bike I use the most is my Raven. But obviously in the next few weeks, this will become my bike of choice. This is the new Pinion Raven. This is the Raven of the future. This is how they will all come, with Pinion and all the rest of it. So I might, this has got to go. Surly, this is a demo bike from Surly that they lent me for the Surly 100 rides. I love it. I've really got into riding it, but I can only ride so many bikes and it just seems a ridiculous waste. So I've got to give it a clean up. And because the last time I went out on this, I think it was in a video when I was pre-riding the Surly 100 and it was wet in places, believe it or not. But it's been bone dry ever since. So I need to clean it up and possibly get it back to Surly. Seems extravagant to have bikes that you don't need and just sat here when someone else could be trying it out. And obviously there's the dog bike, Sheila's bike, turbo. Yeah, just too many bikes. Too many bikes, not enough room. My Henderson up here, I need to decide what I'm going to do with that. I really don't know what to do with it. I love it, but like I say, this is going to be my go-to mountain bike now with a gearbox. I've got other bikes. I've got not other bikes here, but I've got other bikes in my head that I want to do. What was I thinking the other? Oh, full sus cross-country bike, but I don't think it'll never happen. I'm a fat bike fan. I love fat bikes. If I could build a full suspension fat bike, I probably would. But to be honest, I don't think it's really worth it for me. I don't do anything extreme enough anymore. I might borrow something, but there's no point in buying something. I have got a drawing for a full suspension, carbon rear end, titanium front, but it's just ridiculous. I'll never use it. So it's more out of curiosity than it is need. So there you go. Going forward, bit of an update for you. Going forward, I'm going to stick to one event a year for my event business. It's going to be one event a year, the Surly 100. That's all I'm going to do for events. And also, I might just do some other fun stuff, just get-togethers, social rides for fat bikes, but nothing organised. It'd just be the Surly 100 every year. And I'm going to concentrate on Smokestone a lot more. I want to do more. I like Smokestone stuff. People want to buy the stuff. People want merchandise. People want all kinds of things. And I don't give it enough time, and I should do. I love it. I love creating bikes, and I love riding them. So I don't want to make myself too busy that I can't actually get out and ride. I get various invites to go and ride with people, and I either let them down or say I'm going to do it and never do. So, well, same thing. But So that's got to change. And yeah, health-wise, I'm all over the shop as always. Got to go to the doctors in July, but I'm thinking of going sooner because I've got something going on, which is all adrenal glands related. I just get very, very, very tired, just for some unknown reason, and then I'm fine again. I go out riding, I can fly around, I'm as fit as anything, I can climb up everything, I'm absolutely fine. And then just randomly I'll have a day where everything hurts and all the rest of it. So it sounds like it's adrenal gland related, and Addison's disease keeps popping up, which is adrenal gland failure basically. So you have to take something for the rest of your days, which I think that's going to be me. But so long as I can do what I do, I don't really care. Right, that's it. I'm going to stop. I've gone on for ages. I'm going to shut up. Get on with something. People have said, where did I get this from? These little leather bags. There's another, I've got a frame bag up there made of leather. It's from Gusty Leather. Yeah, Gusty Leather, that's the logo. But I'll put a link to their website, and they make very, very affordable leather bags. I don't know why they must be made in some very cheap factory somewhere, or I don't know. But they're nice. It's nice stuff. It's all lined, if you can see that. And you can even have a logo stamped into it. Nice soft leather. So this is great as a little tank, little tool bag on your bike. I put this under the handlebars on Herbie, and it's fantastic. I love it. And it sort of goes with the theme of orange and metal. You can probably tell I've got a bit of a steampunk thing going on today. I've got a soft spot for seeing steampunk. We had our wedding anniversary, our 50th wedding anniversary was a steampunk party, theme party. And I do quite like the old steampunk look, as you'll see in this photo, wherever it's going. Yeah, it was good. Good day out. Or good day, good party. Right, I'm waffling on. I'm talking. Well, rubbish. What do you think? It's like my new setup. I've decided to start using this harness in the workshop. You'll have to put up with it for a bit. Just saves me putting the mouth, because I can't talk with the thing in my mouth, and it's very hard sometimes to move around. Oh, I've just noticed the battery's going on this. I haven't charged it for days. Right, hang on a sec. Right, okay, I've changed the battery. That's the good thing about these. When you buy the DJI Action 5, you get this little case with spare batteries in it, and then when you want to charge the battery, you just pop it back in there, and it will show you the status of the batteries. See, that one's fully charged. This one needs charging, so you just plug this, stick it on charge. It keeps everything topped up, so you've always got 2 spare batteries. It's the first time I've ever had to change a battery whilst using it, because normally when you plug the DJI in to download your footage, it will charge while you're downloading. So by the time I've downloaded everything, it's charged the camera back up. As I was saying, I'm wearing my... I've decided to use this for more, if I'm working on things, it's a better means of holding the camera. And I can just go like this, hang on. And there you go. You know, sat on my chest and I can do stuff. I can fiddle around with my bell and build a wheel. And that's why I put it on, because I was going to say, as with all, if you work in a tight space like I do, like this garage, you'll see it's just hard work to be able to keep using it all and make it all usable. You've got to constantly keep updating everything and where you're putting it. I've had to hang Herbie back up because I've got no room for it. So wheels are out, hanging up there, frames hung up, and then I had to change this stuff around because my new frame's hanging there, and handlebars and stuff. Too many things to do. Right at the moment, I've got lots of planning to do. 3100 is 2 weeks away. If you want to enter, you've only got a week. You've got till the 29th. There's still, well, not obviously, but there are places still available if you want to get in. There were people, I've kept some spaces for some people because they said they wanted to enter later, but you've only got till the 29th, which is what is the date today? Yeah, it's 1 week today, entry's shut. Please don't leave it till after, because once 29th is gone, we can't take any more entries in just because we have to organise food and all the rest of it. And once that's done, we can't go getting more or whatever. I've got this wheel to build, so I need to get on and do that. I've got the spokes, I've got the hub. So I may well just do that today. It's better. Right. Should we build another wheel? You lot should know how to do it by now. You watched enough of them. Although I don't actually show every single thing, but you've got to keep some things to yourself, haven't you? Bit of a stressful couple of weeks coming up. Just making sure everything's tickety-boo with the Surly 100 event. Sorting out last minute entries, sorting out my motorhome fridge is packed up, and so that desperately needs fixing. So I don't know whether I've got to get a new fridge or it can be repaired, but I haven't got very long. I just watched a YouTube update on the Dave Day yesterday. Do you know what Dave Day is? If you ever watched Two Hairy Bikers and their cooking show, Dave Myers was one of them. He was the darker guy, with the darker hair. He died of cancer a year and a half or so ago. And last year they had a ride in his name called Dave Day, and this year they've just done it again. So it's looks like it's going to be a regular thing. And check it out on YouTube. There's lots and lots of videos. I don't really need to put a link in. Just put Dave Day in 2025 and you'll see. And they went from I think it was London to the Lake District on the M6. And there was up to like 20,000 bikes. But the most impressive thing was the amount of people that came out to watch. And every single bridge up the M6 had hundreds of people on it watching the bikes go by. Quite a sight. They've raised a lot of money, I think, over £100,000 charity. Yeah, Dave would be well chuffed if he could see it, but like everything else, the person you're doing it for can't see it, which is always a shame. Yeah, it's worth a look. So yeah, Surly 100 route I'm riding this coming week. So I'll be riding for 2 days this week. Make sure everything's tickety-boo. We're going to go and walk some of it tomorrow because I've got a feeling there's an area that needs cutting. There's a new path they put around the 417 bypass that they're building. And I'm pretty sure, I'd like to think they've cut it, but I mean, they put it in, so the chances are they may have actually been around there and cut it. If not, I'm going to have to try and get hold of a strimmer from somewhere because the last time I looked, it was knee-height in stingers. And if I could get hold of a strimmer or something, I could nip up there and just run around that bit. Quite looking forward to getting this pinion. I'm going to do a specific video. I may have mentioned this already. I'm going to do a specific video just on the build of this bike and all about pinion, how to fit a pinion gearbox. I don't know how to fit it, so it'll be... You can come along with me and you can learn with me on how to fit it. Smart shift. That'd be interesting. Something new to learn. Right, that's that laced up. That didn't take long, did it? Carbon rims are definitely worth getting if you're a fat biker, I have to say. Make everything a lot easier. Ups the performance of the bike. I was watching Unbound, the world's hardest gravel bike race in America this morning, and just before it came out. And that is something else. 200 miles on a gravel bike in one hit. They have 2 feed stations, but apart from that, they're on their own. Yes, some event that is. You can only really do it in places like America or big open countries. Gravel in this country is quite hard because we just haven't got the big open flat areas. We've got certain areas in the country. Scotland's got quite a bit of gravel. Down south round New Forest, there's a lot of gravel. I suppose Kielder Forest. So forestry tends to have gravel tracks, gravel fire roads. But it's nothing like America. These rims are so good. they're so straight. There's a little bit of a bump there. I think that's where I've hit it. It might be where the repair is at. Oh, it is. It's where the repair is. There's a little bump. There we go. Another wheel built. So I might get the tyre on it actually, but I'm not sure what tyres are going to run yet. We'll see. Check it out. Taped up. The bit in the middle you don't need to worry about because once the air pressure goes in, this is quite stretchy. The important bit is the sides. You've got to get the sides to seal. That's the important bit. This is whiskey tape. It's quite hard to get hold of this. It's the last bit. I've got one little bit left off my workshop roll. Then I can have to use halo tape, which is still fine. I always double over where the valve hole is. And then just seal it on the sides. This is a carbon rim. It doesn't really need to have quite so much tape, but I like to just be on the safe side because this is a bike packing bike. And I don't want to be messing around with punctures and leaky tape and all the rest of it. So once the air pressure gets on that, this will push in. Look. It's quite stretchy. It will push in. But I put tape under that tape. There's another little strip of Gorilla Tape. This, just covering the nipples. So it's that wide underneath this tape. This tape is I tape this different to what I do on. There's a video of me taping rims, and they're the DT Swiss 710s. Now that you need to do it the way I show you in that video. This is different. This is a carbon rim, so it doesn't need quite so much tape. And this will blow it with a hand pump. Put tyre on, blow it straight up. So a lot easier. Right, okay, for all you non-fatties, all you normal bikers, that was made no difference at all. Right, catch you. So this is the matching wheel. This is the matching wheel to the one I've just built. So probably, there's your pair. So I may well run the same tyres. These are almighty 4.8s. They're 2 kilos each, just under 2 kilos each. 26 by 4.8, and they are amazing tyres. And it's partly why I've gone for the new frame, is to be able to fit these. So this is probably one I'm going to put on. I've got another tyre here somewhere to go on that one. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because I just want to get out in the woods and yeah, just give it some. They're fantastic. I cannot get over, you know, for you non-fat bikers, you probably think, what the hell do you want that for? And there's my hand, look. They are massive. They are massive, humongous tyres. There's a 3-inch. This is a 4.8. Let's look at it. But great fun to ride. Oh my word. Me and my tyres, eh? Right, I think I'm going to end the video here. Can't think of much else to say this week. It's not been the best. I don't know. We'll see how the video turns out. Haven't been feeling my best this week. Don't feel very good today. Some reason I've got stomach cramps. Don't know why. But anyway, that'll do for this week. Next week, you will see I'm riding the Surly 100 route 2 days. So I ride the whole 100 miles spread over 2 days. That'll be next week. And also, hopefully, some goodies will start to show up for the new build. Exciting times. Right, okay. Catch you next week. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy your week. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Right. Bye for now, you lovely people.